The MCW got railed in the Season 3 update, making it absolute dog water, like the rival kills quicker than at any range. But then I found this new build and it made it good again. Before I show you the class, I just want to show I am iridescent from last season, so I think I am credible to tell you like what's good and what's not good. I know I'm only diamond right now, but the season just started. Also, today's gameplay, we are going to be reacting to Dashy dropping a nuke against an iridescent and a team of Crimsons, and then after Challengers and FaZe Clan playing on the brand new 6-star map. So if you want to get better, seriously, stay tuned for that. I break down everything. You definitely will get better. So first attachment, it's going to seem pretty similar to the old builds. We are still going to be adding the MCW Cyclone long barrel, not just because of that damage range buff, but because, well, not buff, but you know, for more damage range, more so for the bullet velocity. We need to make sure we have a lot of bullet velocity on our gun. We all know the hit registration on this game really isn't that good. So if you were to run like the Mammoth Heavy, it only gives you 8% more bullet velocity. So it's actually going to feel like you're getting a lot of ghost bullets. It's not going to be feeling that good. And so I really did want to use some other barrels and things like that, or like, you know, you just can't. That's why the pros are still using the MCW Cyclone long barrel. You need good hit registration. Next up, we are going to be going over to the rear grip. I know, again, this is one of the last like similar attachments. We are going to be adding the RB Claw PSL grip. The reason you really want this on like every single MCW build is for the fire aiming stability and that gun kick control. That is going to reduce the overall shake, making the recoil that the gun actually has a lot easier to control. And we also get just base recoil control. Furthermore, reducing the amount of shake this gun has, it's going to be so much easier to use. Yes, we are going to have a little bit of our sway, but we are using a different attachment to add in to actually mitigate this con. And so now our gun has a lot more range, allowing you to kill way quicker, and it's going to have way less recoil. Why does it feel like I'm lagging? 124 ping on my server. I swear Call of Duty is like the laggiest game ever, especially after an update. So I'm gonna go into Cyclosa, see if they got any of the good stuff. Hey brother, how can I help you? Yo, I'm looking for something to like improve my connection. I'm always lagging. I got just the product, brother. This is the best utility on the market, GearUP Game Booster, and it's free. Can I try it out real quick? Yes, brother. See what it is now. 20? It definitely works. This works great, but what if I'm on console? No worries, brother. You can purchase our router HyperEv off Amazon, which will also greatly reduce your in-game ping. GearUP Game Booster can also help you avoid SBMM, so if you always feel like you're fighting against the best, I would definitely try out GearUP and see how the lobbies are then. I've been using GearUP Game Booster a ton to improve the stability on my game, and it makes playing a way better experience. And so if you want to do a lot better on the game, I would definitely go down and download GearUP Game Booster today. I'll have a link in the description and a pinned comment, which the MCW lost its headshot multiplier, and that's why it's not that good anymore. If you hit a headshot, it's not going to change anything at all, and the rival literally can outgun this thing at range if the rival person can hit their shots. And so we need to make sure we hit our shots. We need to make sure we don't miss our shots, and that's why I saw a lot of the pro players actually trying out the precision heavy stock. This one is going to give us aim and auto stability. Yes, that rear grip brought it down, but this is going to bring that back up, so now that sights aren't going to sway at all, making it easier to hit that first shot and stay on target. We also get the fire aiming stability, furthermore reducing that shake, and this really makes the gun an absolute beam. It is crazy how much easier the gun is to use when you have the precision heavy. Another decent option is going to be the Recoil heavy. This is what people used in the past, but then they did nerf it a lot, and so I still don't think it's good, but I think I saw Lunchtime trying it out and he was popping off with it. And then also the Warforged is another pretty good one. So if you're making your own class, stick between the Warforged precision and the Recoil heavy. What I'm going to be rocking while I saw some other pros is going to be the precision heavy. If we look at the cons also, we are losing a lot of our mobility. That is like one big downside of the precision, is that you are going to move around a little bit slower. You're not going to be able to strafe as quick, but you can use a different attachment I'll show you in a second to mitigate some of those cons if you want. And just a pro tip right here, make sure you have good centering. I see so many people just not have good centering. You need to make sure you know, or like you can predict where an enemy is going to be, which is pretty easy. You know, if you see a doorway and you're running around the map, you know, look at the doorway for a second, keep your white dot there for a second, and then if someone walks around, you can just ADS and fire. If you're not having good center, then you got to ADS and drag over, which is a little bit tough because you don't even want to use your right stick to aim. You want to use your left stick to aim. You just use your right stick to control recoil. So if I'm tracking someone, I'm actually using my left stick to stay on target, and I'm using the right one to control the recoil. That is going to activate your rotational aim, says making you a way better player. It is insane. So you guys can see right there, those iron sights are weird. I really don't like them. I don't recommend you guys to use the iron sights whatsoever. And so run like the MK3 reflector, the 9R model, or the Slate reflector. For me, I really like the MK MK3 reflector. This is a definite very good one. You could take off the optic, like if you really like the iron sights, you could take off the optic and, you know, add a variation I'll explain in a second. So from here, now we got the recoil control, we got the range, and we have that precision optic. Usually we would go over to the muzzle and we would add something, maybe the bulleted brake, the compensated flash hider, or the L4R. L4R, keep in mind, just got a nerf to its horizontal recoil. You're gonna have about 3% more now. It's not too noticeable whatsoever, and so the pros actually still run the L4R flash hider. What I do recommend you guys to do is go over to the underbarrel instead. You guys can add the F-Tech MSP, the hand stop, or the phantom. With the MSP, you're actually going to get a lot of mobility increase, basically mitigating all the cons of that stock, and you get a lot of recoil control. Yes, you have a little bit more side-to-side bounce, but you're not going to notice that whatsoever because we get a lot of recoil gun kick. You guys could also add the hand stop, but I don't think you really need the hand stop. Like, I think, well, I guess, you know, DR6 hand stop compared to the MSP. This one will just allow you to ADS and bring up your gun a little bit quicker, but you can't strafe as quick and you're gonna run around a little bit slower. So the MSP one is very, very good. I saw a couple pro players rocking this. I will give you their final build that they're rocking in like the actual CDL matches, but a lot of people have been gunning with this exact build in rank play. Definitely try it out and let me know what you guys think. Phantom 5 is also a pretty good one, but we need to mitigate the cons of the mobility that we were getting with that stock. This one's just gonna be increasing handling. Remember, on that precision stock, if we take a look at this, we're losing a lot of our mobility. So that's why we need to bring that back up with the F-Tech underbarrel. This build right here is very, very balanced. You could even make it more broken by taking off the optic. Then you go over to the muzzle and add the L4R. You can add the bulleted brake. You will have a little bit less damage range, but I really like this muzzle and I don't think you will really notice it whatsoever. Compensated flash hider is also a good option, so you can get a little bit mixy with the build. Now, the pro players, they're still going to be running the DR6 hand stop. They took off the stock, and then for the muzzle, they got the L4R flash hider. It could be for GA reasons or, you know, secret reasons or stuff like that, but this is what the pros are still running. But just because a pro is using something doesn't mean you should. They're like a pro for a reason. They can use something that's a little bit tough to use, but make it better. You, if you're not that good at controlling recoil, you're not going to like this build at all. You'll do a lot better with that first build I showed you. Here's the best Renetti build in my opinion. You don't have to use that muzzle. You can use something else if you want, but this is what a lot of people are rocking. Keep in mind, pros don't run a slate reflector because that's GA'd. They banned it. They said the gun's too easy to use with the sights, so they all agreed to take that off. We got the infantry vest so you can sprint around a little bit longer. We got the stun grenade. That's the best one in my opinion. Smoke, it depends. You know, smoke grenade's very good for search and destroy. You can smoke out a bomb, get the bomb down, or you can bait the enemies, or if you need to get through a lane, you can smoke that lane, then get through it a little bit easier, and you can actually really finesse the enemies with the smoke. So, you know, they're both very good. Lethals, I usually use a frag and cook and try to have it blow up just on time. You could use the Semtex on the smaller maps where you just need to get into the point very quickly and don't really have time to cook grenades. Always run the trophy system in my opinion for the ARs. If you have a sub, you could do dead silence and run like lightweight boots, and then whenever you want to be quiet, pop that. Overall though, you usually want to run the covert sneakers. Marksman gloves are actually going to really reduce the overall sway and the flinch when the enemy shoots at you. With an AR, definitely run the marksman gloves, and the other ones are pretty good. Quick grip just got a massive buff, but marksman is definitely the most beneficial one. And then if I'm getting naded a lot, I'll have EOD. If I'm getting stunned a lot, I'll run the tac mask. And that is going to wrap it up for the class. Before we get into the gameplay, just wanted to say Gamer Advantage, my blue light glasses, they're having a massive sale right now, like 37% off. Then you can use code Cbass at checkout for another percentage off. I basically always wear these, especially at night, because the blue light isn't good for your eyes, and so it really just improves your health, improves your sleep. Doesn't matter if you're in college or, you know, you're in high school or you just game, whatever you're doing. If you're on the screens, the blue light's not good for you. This is going to reduce the amount of blue light going into your eyes, and it truly helps so much. I have their link in the description. Use code Cbass at checkout. Definitely get some before they go back to the regular price. Ladies and gents, this gameplay, the best thing you'll ever see. You won't see a single better rank play besides the second thing I'm going to be showing you, which is a breakdown of 6-star. I guess not a breakdown, but you know, some very good players playing on that brand new rank play map. Doing a little reaction thing because a lot of you guys like these. Try to do one of these at least like once every 2 weeks or twice every 2 weeks, just to mix it up, you know, give you guys some different content. So I'm going to basically be showing, explaining how he dropped a nuke in rank play. As you guys can see right here, a lot of you guys, including me, start tweaking out and start moving around a lot. He just stayed in one spot. He's just staying there. He's waiting. He's letting the enemies push him. He's already in the hard point. He doesn't really need to push forward too much. Right there's a crazy heady. You can play at the top eskies. Enemies can't really see you, but you can see them, and you're at the high ground. You're looking down at them. He's not tweaking. He's very calm with the shots. For me, I'm like, why, slide, jump, drop shot, and then I die. I'm still iridescent, but you guys can see you don't have to be flashy to play well. You just gotta let the enemies push you. You just gotta figure out where they're gonna be pushing from. He's figuring out where they're pushing from because if you look on that radar, the teammates are behind him and on the right side of the map. So the enemies are probably going to be on that top left-hand side, flooding it over here since they have to push through this to get to that hard point. He knows if he pushes, I'm pretty sure, past the van, the spawns might flip. And they have a strong anchor. One of his teammates is deep in the back spawn to make sure the enemies don't spawn there. That teammate died, so that's where one of the enemies spawned in the back. But then his teammate pushed back, so then we got parallel spawns. It's all about where you're positioning, where the teammates are.
Or not, like I don't know what's happening.
So much knowledge of knowing when the enemies are going to push out. He's also looking at the kill feed. The kill feed tells you how many players are dead. So if you see your teammates get 2 kills, you know there's 2 enemies alive somewhere on the map.
Go. My God.
There's 8 seconds left on this hard point, so they just need to loop through. And they're playing together. See how they are just sticking near each other? So if one dies, the other one can pick up the kill.
Dead. Nice.
The awareness. He's on a 15?
This guy's on a 15?
That's what I'm saying. Apathy. That's crazy. Yo, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button with the noties on if you're enjoying the vibes. If you feel like you're getting a little bit better already. Yo, the point 95 to 1, that's so tragic. That's so tragic.
God.
Wow.
She's still going.
I'm actually, oh my God, it's fine, anything.
Wow. He's about to get a nuke.
Weak under the bridge.
He's just staying back a little bit, letting the enemies push him. Doesn't need to play too snappy.
I got time.
He doesn't see anyone in mid, so he's like, okay, if they're not in mid, they gotta be somewhere else. So that's where he checked the cardboard, didn't see anything cardboard. He's like, okay, they gotta be mid. There was a guy mid. So it's about like watching an enemy and knowing how long you should be looking at something. And that's basically just like with playtime. You know, the more you play, the more you kind of remember how long it takes an enemy to get off spawn to get there. So say it takes like 5 seconds for an enemy to get from the back spawn to where he's at. He's gonna wait there for like, you know, 5-6 seconds, doesn't see anything. It's probably going on a flank. And he's looking at the kill feed to remember when the people die.
I'm gonna start glitching. You think I
Yo, on his team, there's a guy named Gizmo. I thought that was my boy Gizmo. I was like, oh my God, he's playing with apathy and Dashy. That's crazy.
I don't think I've died.
Said not.
Right here, insane heady. Crazy heady. A lot of the AR stuff, you just gotta prop up, let the enemies push you. This heady's insane. It's really hard to get ripped off this. So he's just chilling right here, letting the enemies push him. Sometimes I'll be holding something like this, and then I think I gotta go move. But no, you just gotta sit where you're at. Also, trust your teammates. I see a lot of other people I'll be spectating, like in my live streams, we do like custom ranked things, simulations where I'm like commentating and letting the viewers go at it. I'll be like someone's gonna be watching this already. The teammate's watching the right side, but then the guy watching where Dash was just watching will start to go look at where a teammate's already looking. Like basically, if a teammate's looking somewhere, you don't need to look there as well. You all gotta hold a different angle and trust that your teammates are gonna win the gunfight. Yeah, it kind of depends also if your teammates suck or not, you know? Like, you can know that your teammate's gonna get ripped off a heady, so you kind of gotta be a little bit more aware, but overall, you should try to trust your teammates, or hopefully you can trust your teammates. 200 to 1 is insane. He's just playing extra slow also because he wants to make sure he gets the nuke. So he's trying to catch him in off guard, off angles. And the enemies seem to not really be checking their angles. That's a snap. That's a dashy snap right there. Let's rewind that. Damn, look at that reaction time. Like, I think that's one thing that's holding me back. I feel like I got a booty ass reaction time. I don't know if that's from like smoking the weed or something, but like I only do that before I go to bed as my melatonin medicine. I don't know if that like if I stop smoking marijuana for like a month, will I have a better reaction time? Even though I only use it at night, but right before I go to bed, so then I can sleep better. He just knows. He just knows what they're going to be at. And that's also one reason why Rio's a good map compared to the other maps. Rio's very simple and predictable, and it's easzy to... There's a lot of flow. On the maps where there's a million different lanes and stuff like that, there's not really that much flow, making it just chaotic and not as fun. Making it honestly less skillful.
What? It doesn't give it to me?
An MGB. That is insane. He's playing against Crimsons and Iridescents. Like the best streak I've got in ranked play. I think it was a 16.
You technically got it.
Wasn't even against Iridescents.
Did I not die?
Crimsons.
You didn't die once. I don't think you did. You
Wait,
don't understand. You didn't die once.
31 kills.
That's a 31 and 0.
5 latency would be
I
nice.
actually don't
always
think I
play on
died.
50 latency or even 90, but
Unless you
you know,
died
with
right off the
Gear
rip
Up,
of the game, but after
Gear
that,
Up
you
does
didn't die.
lower it down to like 30 and 20, which is nice. Before
then
that,
again,
I was
there's
always
no
on
you died.
50, which was awful. 30 is still
my
bad, but
God,
it's not as
bro.
bad. 31 and 0.
Nah, that's insane.
Nah, these guys need
That calls for some chapstick. Okay, this one is going to be a little bit more hectic, as you guys can already hear. It's already going crazy. So this is challenger players, which is like the league below pro league, kind of like a little bit above like college level, if you were to put it into those terms. There are some pro players in here and people who have been in the pro league, like Temp and Capsule. They played in the pro league before, and so you guys should learn a lot. I'm not going to talk as much. I'm going to kind of explain, but there's a lot of comms and things that you guys can learn from this, so then you can pop off on 6-star. This map, I think it's pretty good. I don't like P5, which I believe is the hill pool. I think that one's a little bit weird, but it's very mixy. It's very coordinated and just like not that many broken things, so it's pretty easy to see people. And you know, I want to feature some SMG gameplay. Last one was some AR gameplay.
I'll go flank our side. Chowdy, just Chowdy's weak draws. Weak our side.
Obviously, these comms are a little bit more like OD, but they're in like, you know, trying to get in the pro league. So obviously, they're going to be calming out every single thing. But if you want to become the best, you know, you gotta calm like this. Comms are everything. That's why when you play with randoms, it's not good. There's no chemistry, no comms, nothing. Oh, this is also why CDL is a lot more skillful than Warzone. These motherfuckers play against the best of the best every single day. Warzone, it's like, you know, a lot of those pros are playing just regular lobbies all day.
Right corner, bro? What the fuck is Get 120. Get Sersky.
He's challenging off front. He went curb.
See how he didn't just jump in there? He was checking his corners. Check the corners. He didn't see them in certain corners, so he's like, okay, he has to be in the other corner. So then he jumped in to break the camera and kill the guy.
Hold the pinch, baby. Pinching, dead.
That's a big pinch. A lot of people go through there. You always need someone, I think, watching that pinch in a way. Someone always is going there. Play with the triple. See, he's going back over here. He knows this is the hot spot. He knows a lot of people are going to be pushing through there. Look at the teammate, top left. I mean, yeah, top left on the mini map. You can see him trying to make sure the enemies aren't killing him, going on that wide flank.
I'm looking under curve. They're all going far left. I'm pretty
And look, they're all watching different things. You don't see two people watching the same thing. Teammate dies, so he needs to go for the trade, but he's getting. Oh, he gets the double. He was playing against Drazas. Yo, are they playing against FaZe? Oh shit, I didn't realize that, dude. I just clicked on this and was like, oh, this should be pretty good. See the scoreboard?
Wood hop.
Draws one shot half wall.
Pinch is good, I'm pretty sure. You got pinch. I'm helping Hill. What steps, bro? Wood dead. See, wood hop.
What?
One shot wood hop. I'm gonna try your wood steps.
Wait, I'm going new.
I have wood steps. I got scrap. Go, Byron. Go for Ludus.
It's front statue. It's like pit. Yeah, they stunned it already. Yo, I'm about to go secret.
Front P2.
He's using that planer in the front to cover him from the hop up, just so you know. So then if someone climbs over, he can see the name tag or see the guy's like, see him climb up a little bit, see his head, and then the guy won't be able to see him. You gotta use those little things to your advantage. Checks the minimap, sees where his teammate dies, red dot is dead, and he sees on kill feed.
Can't wallbang this shit. He's weak as hell.
He can go low
You can't wallbang that, even if they're weak as hell. That's a good power position. That's where I'm gonna go today. I haven't even played on this map yet. I can't wait to go up there. That's where I'm going.
Yo, you might get a. Oh no. Wait, what the fuck? They're spawning.
Okay, it seems like this is like some of their first times playing out. Like they don't know spawns yet, because they were just commenting. They were saying how the other team knows spawns already.
It's pool. Yeah. I'm hitting. I'm actually going new. Fuck it, bro.
I'm in mid. Two mid. Drowses one shot mid couch.
Insane accuracy. God damn.
Good job. This should be a guaranteed row right here. Lock it in, twin.
I'm holding wood steps. They can go deep right.
You got pinch? Alright, yes, sir. See, I'm going to hill. I'll get initial.
It's so stressful, man. This looks so stressful. Like, okay, when I play rank play, bro, that's like leg day. Oh my god, after I'm done with my stream, I'm just exhausted from grinding the rank play. Like, when I hit Iridescent, it was the most relief I've ever had in my life.
I got two. Wait.
Yeah, he got me. It's all good to sub pool, bro. Go fucking challenge where they are.
It's a pool party right now. It's a pool party.
Get
the pina colada.
I'm in the tiki.
Capsule having a rough one. He's only 5 kills. I shouldn't be speaking though. I probably have 3. If that. It looks easier than it is. It looks way easier than it is. Actually, probably doesn't even look easy.
I hear you. I'm trying to hold an iron. He's behind the circle. He's behind the circle time.
Circle time.
I got one.
Bro, that water, what the hell? That water's OP. That's OP. That's actually probably going to be my home in there. I'm just going to be swimming around, you know. Feeling really at home. Chilling with the other basses.
Nice. You, Josh. You, Josh.
Alright, we're looking for Sim. Could be on the left. Hold
Josh is you. He might hit the right. No, he just banged the fucking time.
I got him. I'm one shot. Calty close. Blue. Close blue. In blue.
After fish. I want you. You will be easy.
I'm dead, bro. Their side hill as well. Our side coming out.
Yo, just get you control. Get you control or something, bro.
You, that's a com right there. That's the you. Not you, but that's you.
I don't see nothing banging out the left.
If you know what I mean.
Grenade at me, yeah. Max out time, so. All I see is just fucking
That's
head,
insane snakeage right there. That's a crazy hill. Oh, you can snake the hell out of that. I'm surprised he even killed Celium right there. See how he played it a little bit slower though? He didn't just run over there. He was like waiting for Celium to like, you know, stand up. Oh, Capsule started to pick it up a little bit. 70 to 141. If they win this, that would actually be insane. I haven't even seen this before. Sorry, the quality's a little bit boofy, but like I think this gameplay is really, you can learn so much from it. That's one thing I wish I could like learn a little bit more, like watch more CDL stuff. I've been just doing Warzone content, multiplayer content, a couple brand deals. Shout out to GearUP, and you know, paying the bills, helping out the families, helping out my my team. It's just so busy. But I wish we had like 40 hours in a day so I could spend like 2 hours a day just studying CDL footage. Because if you do this, that's how you get really good. Really, really good. You just gotta see what they're doing, then apply that to your own game.
Is next hill wood?
Yes.
Oh, they're all gonna be on me.
One shot, I was weak. Michael, you're sneaky.
They're gonna hit you. Hold that.
Nice, go in.
He sees teammates spawn back there, so he's like, okay, enemies aren't gonna be spawning there. They have to be in the front. They got the spawns for this.
He's deep north, all the way deep north.
You know, when I was doing my CDL, in my viewer streams, which stopped by one of my live streams, we sometimes do them towards the end of the stream if we have a good stream, and I've noticed that it's actually like kind of hard to get those spawns in a way. Like I saw a guy in the back securing the spawns, but then still the other team spawned there. It was really weird. Like those spawns, I feel like you have to be really deep in the back of those spawns if you want those ones.
Lily took one step off spawn.
Damn, Celium's pushed up hella far, and FaZe is still spawning back there. That one's really hard to flip. That's such a weird hill, actually. Bro, they're getting torched. They're getting absolutely torched.
I got stunned with steps. I'm just telling you, we got him. Go new, bro. Push through, just push through. We're fucking, yeah, we're licking a fucking wall, bro. Yo, he's back north. He's hitting long. Too long, bro. They're double.
FaZe already has the new spawns. They're already getting all the picks. Abid's not pushing them too much. I'd hate to play against these guys. They're so unpredictable.
Alright, fuck it. I'll chow them, bro. My whole squad's here.
Abizi gets both. Bro, imagine playing that Abizi guy. Abizi just... Bro, Celium was even annoyed with him. He just murdered him right there. Took his life. We got temp switching classes 15 times. You already know. When you start switching classes in your sensitivity mid-game, you know, you're done.
Close right. Abe, one shot, and one's low right door.
That's an insane heady.
Low right door, Cell. Cell's low right door, one's left. Irony low right. Cell's still low right.
I'm going new.
That's what I'm saying. Nah. Sorry we had to have this POV. It probably would have been better to have the FaZe one, but you guys can kind of see how good it or how crazy it is to play against FaZe, what it looks like to play against them.
From the top of the block. Oh, I'm already in war.
Oh, fuck me.
BZ got the cruise out. This is gonna kill him. Because BZ, all he has to do is hit the circle, but he's probably going for someone else. Doesn't even matter. Absolute slammage.